For decades, doctors warned us to limit eggs or avoid them completely. But here's the shocking truth. Most of that advice was wrong. Today, I'll show you exactly how many eggs you can safely eat per day and why eggs were never the real problem. Have you ever stood in your kitchen, looking at a carton of eggs, asking yourself, exactly how many of these can I eat every day without hurting my health? If you've wondered that, you're definitely not alone. This question sparks nonstop debate. Some people insist one egg is the limit. Others say two is fine. Some claim eggs should be avoided altogether. And then there are people eating 4, 6, even 10 eggs a day and saying they've never felt better. This video is for educational purposes only. Always talk to your healthcare provider before making dietary changes. So, what's really happening here? Why is one of the most basic foods on earth wrapped in so much fear, confusion, and outdated nutrition advice? Here's the reality. For decades, much of what we were told about eggs was simply wrong. In this video, we're cutting through the myths, the scary headlines, and the bad science so you can finally get a clear, medically accurate answer to the question most people are afraid to address. How many eggs can you actually eat per day? Safely? Before we dive in, if you care about real science, real nutrition, and real results for your body, hit the subscribe button now. On this channel, I share information you're unlikely to hear from mainstream health advice. And stay with me until the end, because what you're about to learn about eggs may genuinely shock you and could completely change how you eat for the rest of your life. The real reason everyone is confused about eggs. Let's start with something every doctor understands, but very few explain clearly. Egg confusion exists because most nutrition studies from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s were deeply flawed. Those studies didn't isolate eggs. They lumped eggs together with bacon, pancakes, white toast, sugary syrup, and processed oils. The entire breakfast was labeled an egg-based meal. So when health problems showed up, eggs took the blame. They were guilty by association. Modern research is very different. Today's studies are more controlled, more precise, and far more accurate. And the conclusion is becoming clearer every year. Eggs are one of the most nutrient-dense, metabolically supportive foods available. For most people, eating eggs daily isn't just safe, it can actually be beneficial. But before we talk numbers, we need to clear up one more major issue: the egg aisle deception. Walk into any grocery store and you'll see egg cartons covered in labels: cage-free, free-range, vegetarian-fed, natural, omega-3, organic. Most people assume these labels are of equal quality. But here's the truth. Most of them are marketing terms. Cage-free only means the hens aren't in cages. They can still be crammed tightly inside massive barns. Free range sounds impressive until you realize the legal requirement may be nothing more than brief access to a tiny outdoor area. Vegetarian fed surprises many people. Chickens aren't vegetarians. Their natural diet includes insects, worms, and larvae, not soy and corn. And natural? There's no scientific definition for a natural egg at all. So what should you actually look for? Pasture-raised and organic. That's the gold standard. These hens roam on grass, eat their natural diet, and produce eggs that contain higher levels of vitamin A, vitamin E, omega-3s, zinc, selenium, choline, lutein, zeaxanthin, and naturally occurring vitamin K2. A pasture-raised egg is almost a completely different food. Why eggs are a nutritional powerhouse? One single egg delivers high-quality complete protein, healthy fats, brain-supporting choline, eye-protective antioxidants, and fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. It also provides B vitamins for energy metabolism and minerals that support immunity and hormone balance. But here's the biggest advantage most people miss. Egg nutrients are highly bioavailable. That means your body absorbs and uses them far more efficiently than nutrients from many other foods. Eggs are also one of the richest natural sources of choline, a nutrient essential for memory, focus, mood, liver function, and nervous system communication. Most people are deficient in choline, and eggs help correct that. The only vitamin eggs don't contain is vitamin C, which is why pairing eggs with vegetables is such a smart combination. The great cholesterol myth. Now let's address the biggest concern of all cholesterol. For decades, eggs were labeled dangerous because they contain dietary cholesterol. But modern science has completely overturned this idea. Your liver produces roughly 3,000 milligrams of cholesterol every single day. When you eat more cholesterol, your liver makes less. When you eat less, your liver makes more. This natural feedback system keeps cholesterol levels stable. Here's the real shocker. For most people, dietary cholesterol does not significantly raise blood cholesterol. What actually raises LDL cholesterol? Sugar, refined carbohydrates, chronic inflammation, oxidized seed oils, and long-term stress. Eggs were never the enemy. Cholesterol isn't a villain, it's a repair molecule. Your body needs it to build cell membranes, produce hormones, make vitamin D, create bile acids for digestion, and repair damaged tissue. Blaming cholesterol for artery damage is like blaming firefighters for a fire. So, how many eggs can you safely eat per day? This is the question you've been waiting for. Based on current research, for most healthy individuals, up to 3 eggs per day is not only safe, it's often beneficial. And in the context of a low-sugar, whole foods diet, that number can be even higher. Let's break it down by group. Healthy adults. 2 to 3 eggs daily is an excellent baseline. 4 eggs can further boost fat-soluble vitamins and antioxidants. Athletes and highly active individuals. 3 to 6 eggs per day can support muscle repair and recovery thanks to their bioavailable protein. Metabolically healthy individuals with normal LDL. 3 to 6 eggs daily can improve satiety, energy stability, and body composition. Older adults, 2 to 3 eggs per day help combat age-related muscle loss and support brain health. People with type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance. Eggs contain virtually no carbs and do not spike blood sugar. 2 per day is a great start, and 3 can be perfectly safe in a low-refined carb diet. People with high cholesterol. For most, 1 to 2 eggs per day shows no increased heart risk. The focus should be removing sugar and processed foods, not eggs. Children. 1 egg per day provides dense nutrition, and active kids may safely eat more. Yes, there are people, especially in low-carb and keto communities, who eat 6, 8, even 10 eggs per day and thrive. The key is that their diets remove the real drivers of disease: sugar, processed foods, and industrial seed oils. Who should be cautious? Eggs are extremely safe, but caution is needed for a few groups: people with confirmed egg allergies, individuals with rare genetic conditions like familial hypercholesterolemia. Those with gallbladder removal or fat digestion issues, start slow. People sensitive to histamines, cook eggs fresh and avoid reheating. If you fall into these categories, consult your healthcare provider before exceeding 2 eggs per day. The healthiest ways to cook eggs. How you cook eggs matters. Best methods include soft-boiled, hard-boiled, poached, over easy, or gently scrambled on low heat using butter or olive oil. Avoid high heat, browning, crispy edges, vegetable oils, and overcooking yolks. High heat damages fats and oxidizes cholesterol. A healthy yolk should be soft and golden, not gray or crumbly. A simple daily egg plan. Weight loss, 2 to 3 eggs with vegetables. Muscle growth, 3 to 5 eggs with quality carbs like potatoes. Energy and focus, 2 to 3 eggs with avocado. Seniors, 1 to 2 eggs with leafy greens. Busy mornings, 2 boiled eggs with fruit. Now that you know how many eggs you can safely eat per day, the real takeaway is this: eggs were never the enemy. When you choose quality eggs, cook them properly, and pair them with a metabolically healthy diet, they can become one of the most powerful foods you eat regularly for your brain, your muscles, your hormones, and your long-term health. Nutrition isn't about fear. It's about understanding context, science, and your own body. And once you understand that, foods like eggs stop being confusing and start becoming tools. If this video helped clear up the confusion, give it a like so more people can see the truth. Subscribe to the channel for evidence-based health information you won't hear in mainstream advice. And let me know in the comments, how many eggs do you eat in a day? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.